a powerful psychological quote. Today I'm here to strongly support the motion that says boys and girls should learn separately. A very handsome boy and a very beautiful girl in one classroom. Both came to school to study with full concentration and achieve high academic success. But we truly wanted to make them focus on their education. What is the simplest and the most effective solution that you're going to prepare? It needs your attention. But you're sitting next or opposite of her. I mean,
education should unite, not divide people. Benefits of mixed learning. And I will focus on two key reasons why this motion should be rejected. Separation does not solve instruction. It merely avoids the real challenge of teaching discipline and responsibility. Schools should teach self-discipline and self-control, not escape from reality. And the word separation almost disappeared. The good schools are good, as should learn separately. Throughout this debate, our team has clearly explained that why separate learning
is a powerful psychological quote. They say, out of sight, out of mind. Honorable judge, ladies and gentlemen, and my weighty opponents, today I'm here to strongly support the motion that says boys and girls should learn separately. Before I start my speech, I want you to solve this puzzle. Imagine that there are a very handsome boy and a very beautiful girl in one classroom. Both came to school to study with full concentration and achieve high academic success. But during class, they keep looking at each other because there is psychological human that there is a natural force attraction between men and women. Now, if you truly want to solve, if you truly wanted to make them focus on their education, what is the simplest and the most effective solution that you're going to prefer? Leaving them together or separating them? Which is most effective? Ask yourself that. Now, as a defender on my team, let me begin my main speech. I'm here to respond to my opponent's main claim that they are standing on. The first claim is social mixing, cooperation. The second is discrimination. The third is equality, that mixed education, mixed fosters equality. Let me start from the first. They claim cooperation. If students are learning together, it fosters cooperation. But this is a logical mistake. My worthy opponent is confused socialization with education. At its core, the purpose of classroom is to educate, not to socialize. By their logic, the classroom is the same with the market. But let us say their logic is correct. Imagine that their teacher needs your attention, but you are sitting next or opposite of her. I mean her, the beautiful one, the one that makes you forget everything just by one smile. Now tell me, if this is not socialization, is it distraction? If this is not socialization, it is distraction. If it is distraction, we need to remove distraction from education area. But I'm here to tell you that we have the best distraction removal system. Do you know what that system is? That system is separation system. They also claim that this separates and divides students, but that is incorrect. Separation, not discrimination. There are educational design as an effective strategy that builds education foundation. We already separate students by age, academic level, and the learning ability. Nobody causes that discrimination. We separate boys and girls, not to divide them, but to empower them. And my worldview opponents are also claims that mixed education fosters equality, that by their logic, all patients with different diseases are gonna given the same medicine. But equality does not mean identical treatment. It is giving each student the best environment to succeed. If separation is not inequality, it is the best effective strategy. So, if you wanted to learn education with focus and a social life outside, in club, in everything, not in the classroom, you are on a position side. But if you wanted to enjoy looking at girls and boys and enjoy yourself in the classroom, distracting yourself, you are not on my side. So I urge you to support the motion, the proposition where the purpose of the classroom is only education, education, education only. Thank you very much.
Judges, respected opponents, teachers, directors, honored guests, and every one of you. A very good morning to all of you again. I am Beckham Daniel from the opposite group, and I am here to oppose the idea that boys and girls should learn separately. Now, imagine a society where boys and girls grow up learning apart, interacting less, and knowing about each other only through assumptions. Is this the kind of society we want to create? Education should unite, not divide people. And my fellow speakers have already shown the benefits of mixed learning. And I will focus on two key reasons why this motion should be rejected. The first thing is that separating boys and girls strengthens stereotypes rather than removing them. Second, separation does not solve distraction. It merely avoids the real challenge of teaching discipline and responsibility. Now, when we come to the first point, most of the claims they claim they depend on stereotypes such as boys are naturally disruptive, girls are emotional, boys are better at math, girls are better at language. When we separate students by sex, we risk reinforcing these stereotypes on students. For example, a girl may like physics and a boy may love literature. But when we put them into gender-based schools, we unconsciously push students into gender expectation rather than helping them develop based on their own talents. And separation may improve temporary comfort, but comfort is not education. Education should prepare students to understand people different from themselves. The second thing they claim is that less distraction is gained by separation. This is illogical because if difference justifies separation, then should we separate quiet students from talkative students? No. The school should teach self-discipline and self-control, not escape from reality. And the burden of proof lies on those who try to divide people, not on those who believe they can learn together. And when we come to evidences and see some, the American Psychological Association published a major meta-analysis in 2024. And in that, what they concluded is that these advantages are tribal or ignorable, and in many cases, not existent. This is a direct quote from the co-author of the study, Janet Hay. And this research doesn't have a selection bias, but most of the researches they provide hold a selection bias, meaning what they are comparing is that researchers studies from high-quality controlled studies, and they found the benefits mostly disappeared in later researches. So when researchers remove unfair advantages such as school quality and academic benefits, of the separation almost disappears. And good schools are good. Good schools succeed because they are good, not because boys and girls learn separately. And as the end, I would like to say, if a person struggles to swim, you teach him how to swim, not remove all water from the world. In the same way, if a person is afraid of the other gender, you help him overcome the fear, not separate him from that. Thank you.
Honorable teachers, worthy opponents, and my fellow students. Today, as the final speaker of the opposition team, I proudly stand to support the motion that boys and girls should learn separately. Throughout this debate, our team has clearly explained that why separate learning clearly explained that why separate learning creates a better educational environment for students. We also showed that students concentrate better, participate more confidently, face few emotional distractions, and learn in safe and more comfortable atmosphere. Now let us look at the opposition side. The opposition side, mixed education improves social interaction and prepares students for society. But honorable judge, they fail to prove how social interaction is more important than effective learning inside the classroom. They talked about society, but we talked about education. They focus on assumptions. We focus on results. In separate classroom, many students feel less shy and more confident to speak, ask questions, and participate actively. The opposition also ignored an important reality. Teenage years come with emotional pressure and distractions. Separate learning helps students stay mentally focused and emotionally comfortable. Honorable judge, let's collapse the opposition's weakness into three simple problems. The first one, they gave no strong proof that mixed learning improves academic performance than separate learning. Second, they confuse social life with education. School is the first place for learning, not for social interaction. They also ignore the real student's experience in classroom every day, like distraction, pressure, fear of embarrassment, and a lack of confidence among students. Our side address real problems with real solutions. This debate is not about separating boys and girls from society. It's about creating a better environment for students to learn, to grow, and to succeed. We are choosing what improves learning. Before I finish, ask yourself one question. If a system helps students focus more, participate more, and perform better, why should we reject it? Ladies and gentlemen, when an education system helps students learn better, feel safer, and achieve more, it deserves our support. For all these reasons, this house should support that boys and girls should learn separately. Thank you.
Thank you, Abdi. And now we are going to proceed to the last speaker of the proposal side. Please welcome Khalil Kelly.
Hello, good morning again. My name is Khalil. I'm from the opposers group opposing the motion that says separating girls and boys to educate them will give us more efficiency in academic performance. I strongly oppose the motion because educating is not about just giving for like a learning space for an individual. It's about cooperating, sharing the ideas, and coming together and telling each other what you don't know, maybe I may know, and we share the knowledge that we know together. That's how the true education takes place. Before that, let me answer the people that just raised. They're saying education and socialization are different things. As they're saying, education is not about socialization, it's about telling you X plus Y equals to 3. It's not logically intensive. When you educate the people, you're just socializing. If education is not for socialization, why do we need to learn? What's the purpose of learning? If it is not for socialization, what's the purpose of learning? If they have an answer, I'm looking forward to hear from them. And the second point I want to raise here is, in order to educate boys and girls separately from economic terms, we need a more classroom, additional libraries that can be shared together. But if we separate them, we are going to duplicate. Think about it. For education, there is a limited time that can be used for just to make sure that the educational system is more efficient to produce the people that are ready to lead the world. When you separate them, you are giving additional libraries for the boys and for the girls separate, which is insensible. Let me give you an example. For those who don't know, in grade 11 social class, we got a 14 students. Among those 14 students, we have only one girl, and 13 of them are the boys. If you are going to separate them and educate them separately, you are going to educate one girl. Just separating her from all of her classmates. Is that going to be like the efficiency we are needing in other academic environment? No. If the education doesn't produce an efficiency, it's like preference, not about the logic. In a logic, the reason we educate the people is to make the social more social and learn together and create environment that teaches them to learn from each other. It's not only about technique. What I want to say is, maybe you got term education as just cramming the information written down by Minister of Education or the textbook. You are cooked. Because education is not about memorization information, it's learning about the reality you express in your real life. That's the purpose of educating the people. If you didn't get the point, we're saying that separating boys and girls doesn't produce any efficiency. The research also supports this. Let me finish by saying that this is only about the research. The research performed by an American Technological Association by referring to the status of 184 involving 1.6 million students found no significant advantage of single-sex education system over co-education. So, if the research shows there is no any additional things we're going to get from separating them, we're just costing the thing might be used to improve the quality of education. This is thank you.